Okay, that leads me to the weekly question from the audience, which is, how can I find my life purpose using my North Node placement? And my controversial take on this is that you cannot. That is not where I look for somebody's life purpose. It's just not it. To me, life purpose is a combination of 3/4 things: your sun, your moon, your ascendant, and the ruler of your ascendant, right? So that gives us 4. It's like 3 keys with a 4th element. Because your sun is how you shine. It's how you live out and express in the brightest way possible your life's purpose. The moon is your body. It's your physical incarnation into this world. It is your needs, and it's how you unpack your life's purpose day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. Your ascendant is the most personal part of your astrology chart. Your ascendant is the you of your chart. It is your first house. It is the only part of your chart that is exclusively about you, your body, your appearance, but it's just the you of your chart because it is such a precise locator of your birth. It is about the exact time and the exact place that you were born. That's the rising sign. It's the sign that was coming up over the eastern horizon in the place that you were born at the time that you were born. It's very specific to you. It's the most specific thing to you in your chart. So the rising sign tells us about your motivation for coming into the body. The sun tells us how you're going to shine. The moon tells us what you need, how to nurture yourself, and how you're going to unpack your life's purpose a little bit at a time every single day. The planet that rules the sign of your ascendant, your rising sign, and where that planet is in your chart tells us the area of life that you must go to in order to feel fulfilled. It's so important. When I give readings, like when it's a first-time client, I start with the ruler of the ascendant. I start with the ascendant and then where the ruler of the ascendant is. I don't even get to the sun or the moon until I go through those 2 things and all that they mean. That's how important your ascendant and the ruler of your ascendant is. Then if you're born in the day, I go to your sun next. But if you're born at night, I go to the moon next. Because if you're born at night, the moon is your light leader. If you're born in the day, the sun is your light leader. So day charts, I go to the sun first and then the moon. Night charts, I go to the moon first and then the sun. But that's only after I do the ascendant and the ruler of the ascendant. I wrote a whole book on this. It's called You Were Born for This. And it keeps us rooted in those 3/4 key components. It's also in the Chani app. We talk about the 3 keys of your chart and how to best work with them. Because I think that when you locate yourself there in your chart, you cannot go wrong. You literally can't. You will not be able to not live a life that feels like it is of purpose if you're living out those things. The North Node will tell you what you're hungry for. It will tell you what you are insatiable for. If the North Node is in your first house, if it's in your rising sign, it'll tell you about your life's purpose. It'll tell you about your motivation. Or if your North Node is by or sitting with the ruler of your ascendant, the planet that rules the sign of your ascendant, your rising sign, it will tell you like, oof, you've got a huge desire to do this thing in life. But your North Node will tell you where your insatiable desire for life is. And whatever it's doing, whatever else it's touching, will give us a tremendous amount of information about the part of you that's really restless. The North Node can help us to achieve a tremendous amount, but we also have to keep it in check because it will never feel fed. It will never have enough. It'll keep wanting and wanting and wanting and wanting. So we have to be in control of it. We have to be like, okay, look, this is actually good. I'm good. I don't need to have everything. There's a part of me that will desire that, but I don't need to have it all. You know, like if your North Node is in the 7th house, you might desire a lot of relationships or a lot from the people you're in relationship with, but it's up to you to kind of check that and to fill your own need for intimacy, as well as being in many different types of intimate, committed partnerships. See what I mean? It's all about where it is. We have amazing write-ups about the North Node, both where it is in your natal chart and also where it's traveling through in the sky right now. So I highly suggest reading both of those and your South Node horoscope and your South Node placement. It's a good time to. As the nodes change, it's a nice moment to kind of reflect on how that works for us personally.